Welcome, my fellow visionaries. Welcome to the Royal Kingdom. And today we have another episode of the Royal Diaries. So today felt like an easier day. And reason being is because, not just because, well, I'll give you guys what do they call a spoiler? So today I did not trade. Doesn't mean I didn't do what I was supposed to. But today was a no trade day and it actually felt easier. So I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna jump into this episode and you guys can see what I'm talking about. So here we go. Every kingdom is shaped not only by its ruler, but also by those who faithfully serve the crown. Within these walls live individuals of remarkable character. Some strengthen the kingdom, others test it. Every one of them serves a purpose. So, my fellow visionaries, welcome to the kingdom. So, we're inside the castle. Unlike most mornings, there's no frantic movement, no messengers running through the corridors, no soldiers preparing for battle. The kingdom is awake, but it is at peace. We enter the war room. Sir Stewy stands alone before the great trading map. His eyes never leave the charts. A notebook rests beside him with a single page open, and at the top of it it reads, Orders from Her Majesty. Beneath it, the ideal setup, nothing more, nothing less. Queen Victoria quietly steps into the room. She doesn't interrupt. She simply smiles, nods in approval, and continues on with the business of governing the kingdom. Today came to a quiet end. Mondays can sometimes be slow, and honestly, I expect that from the Daily Candle this morning. It looked like Price was stuck between a rock and a hard place, trying to break through a key level, but never fully committing to the bullish push. I'm glad I didn't get stuck in there too. Just as many traders begin convincing themselves that something must surely happen, Queen Victoria stayed still. Once or twice, okay, maybe three times, I walked past the war room. Sir Stewy was exactly where I had left him, diligently watching the charts, just as instructed. Knowing that Sir Stewy had clear instructions on what to watch for, and trusting that he was faithfully carrying out those orders made me feel surprisingly relaxed. I didn't feel the need to sit there staring at every candle. I knew someone was standing watch. Sir Stewy was quietly studying the charts. No panic, no excitement, no reaching for the buy or sell buttons, simply watching, waiting, patient, professional. There was a time when the Queen believed leadership meant personally watching every candle. Today, she discovered something greater. Leadership is not doing everything yourself. Leadership is building trustworthy systems and trustworthy people who faithfully carry out their assignments. The kingdom was no longer depending on constant supervision. It was beginning to govern itself. Hours pass, the market continues moving. Nothing resembling the kingdom's ideal setup appeared. Sir Stewy closed his notebook. No alarm is sounded. No messenger was sent because no battle had earned the kingdom's attention. So today was a no trading day. And honestly, that feels great. Because when I walked into the Royal Treasury this evening, there was nothing missing. No gold bars paid as tuition. The riches were sitting exactly where they were left on Friday. The heavy treasury doors slowly opened, and rows upon rows of gold bars glistened beneath the torchlight. Untouched, protected, the treasurer quietly closes the ledger. No withdrawals, no unnecessary expenses. I'm also glad I didn't take a trade. My bias this morning was for a buy, but price ended up dropping drastically. That reminded me of something important. Having an opinion isn't the same as having permission. The checklist never gave us permission, so the kingdom never entered the battle. There is an old saying among seasoned sailors: the ocean does not reward the loudest captain. It rewards the one who knows when to leave the harbor and when to remain safely anchored. Today, the Queen trusted the harbor, not because she was afraid, because she was wise. Inside the war room, Sir Stewy carefully folds the day's orders and places them inside the royal archives. Mission complete. No trades, no casualties, no tuition paid. I'm learning and I'm beginning to trust both the system and myself. I'm learning that waiting is a strong move. And today, I did just that. She smiled at the end of the day, not because the treasury had grown, but because wisdom had guarded what prosperity had already provided. Many kingdoms celebrate the victories won on the battlefield, but the wisest kingdoms also celebrate the battles they were disciplined enough to never have to fight. Today was not a no trading day, it was a day of governance. The queen trusted her officers, the officers trusted the rules of engagement, the rules protected the treasury. And because everyone fulfilled their role, the kingdom grew stronger without ever drawing a single sword. Okay, so today I will start with in the past, before I consistently started journaling, not trading, but journaling, a no trade day was like anxiety. It was like I had 10 cups of coffee. I was like waiting to hit the buy or to sell. It was so hard to watch the charts and not take a trade. I don't know if anyone else has experienced that, but what I learned today is that by having a checklist of the royal rules of engagement, which tell me what I need to see, and then a checklist to ask, am I seeing that before I even take a trade? That has made me so much more relaxed because I'm thinking to myself, if a trade is not presenting itself, then I'm not sitting there hovering over the buy or sell. I'm just not doing it. There's more things on my schedule to do every day. And sometimes I've learned in life that by being anxious and taking a trade that you think might produce what you hope for, many times can lead you losing that trade. So it's better to be safe than sorry. And that's exactly what I did today. And it felt good. So I see many more no trade days in my future, in Queen Victoria's future. But for now, That is all I have for you guys. Learn to embrace those no trade days.